Welcome on board for this evening's drive along. So I haven't done a drive along this late at night ever since I've been doing this channel, so it's a bit of a first. It's not as late as you might think. I mean, it's really dark. It's only about just before 8 o'clock, and you can see not much light at all. So we're leaving the forest behind, and we're in St. Peter's, just passing the Longfree Inn. So if you're familiar with that Longfree Inn, if you've been there before, there's a witch on the roof. That might sound weird, but there is a witch on the roof. So we're heading down today, and we end up all the way down at Grand Rock. So really good drive along. I mean, I just wanted to see what it was like doing an evening drive, really, and just to show everyone maybe what it's like driving the evenings. I know it might sound a bit strange, but it's a different video. It's quite strange actually, because everything looks obviously harder to navigate at night if you're not used to the roads. So where I can, I go on full beam. We're just passing the Venture Garage on the left. So I'm on full beam now. So these are obviously the lanes, and these go on down all the way down to the Free Baton, which is a road. Then I go from there and I head on to the main West Coast Road. Then I drive all along there, all the way to Grand Rock. So if you recognise anywhere, let me know. As usual, if you're new to this channel, welcome along. It's all about what it's like living on the island of Guernsey. I do drive-alongs and walk-alongs. Loads of information all about Guernsey. So if you're interested and you want to see more, remember to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. So when you meet cars in this lane, especially at night, you've really got to slow down. I'm in a Ford Transit, as most of you know. There's not a lot of room at all around here. And you know, you always get people on full beam and they dazzle you. I had a few cars on full beam and it's really hard to get through. So this road takes me down, as I mentioned before, to the Free Baton. Quite quiet. I'm quite surprised I met some cars actually, because normally I don't meet anything down here. So who's driven at night in Guernsey, and who's got any stories about anything? If you have, leave it in the comments, because it'd be great hearing any stories, or just generally, not necessarily an evening driving, just any funny stories or anything you think might be worth sharing about driving in Guernsey. Leave it down in the comments. So the weather's changing a little bit at the moment. It's getting a little bit cooler here in Guernsey at the time of filming this. We're coming towards the end of October, so a bit of poor weather coming up, but can't complain. As we go down, always looking out for cars ahead, because the quicker you can react to cars coming, the quicker you can work out where you've got to pull in, where you've got to stop. And I think, yeah, we've got another car here. So we go to the yellow line at the end. We can go left or right. I'm going to go right, because I'm heading that way down towards Grand Rock Beach. So a good look. Some really nice houses around here. Big farmhouses. This road, or this lane coming up, or this turning on the left, is really a tough one to get around. It's really sharp. You've got to be really careful, especially my van around here. That one there, this is tough. So as we carry on, we could head up straight, we could go straight, but I'm going to turn left. If we go straight, we end up passing the local Fiat dealership, Lamont Sant Garage, which is a great garage. Bought my Fiat from there a few years ago. Haven't got it anymore, obviously, but really nice locally run business. Right, we head down. Again, really tight road, this one. It is two-way, believe it or not. So where would you pull in round here? If you met a car? Well, there is places. Probably there. It's always worth planning a bit before you get there. So a quick look left and right, then straight on. So this takes us towards the coast road. So once we get to the end of here, I go right, then we head along Varzon Coast Road, past Varzon Bay. See, there's a little bit of wind, and here we are. So we're on what I would say the main coast road now. As we get around the Varzon Bay, you might recognise it. We drive past the Guernsey Hotel, and at the time of this filming, it's still up, but there is plans for a big facelift, or actually, I've got a feeling it could be pretty much being knocked down and being built again. The Guernsey, there's big plans for that one. I think it's gonna be like a spa, or like a club, big gym, and all that sort of stuff. So at Varzon, we're like Richmond end of Varzon. So a few more cars. Back on full beam. And of course, we go past Richmond Kiosk, which is really nice kiosk. If you ever visit Guernsey, try the Richmond Kiosk. It's well worth going. I mean, it's just selling the normal stuff, crab sandwiches and stuff like that, but really nice, great stuff. It's just coming up on the left. Can you see it? It's a tiny little kiosk, that building there on the left. Richmond Kiosk. There we go. Toilets on the left. Guernsey Hotel will be coming up on the right. Let's point that out to you. So if you imagine on the left, you've got Varzon Bay. This is the road they do the sprint, where they sprint the cars along here. They close the road off, and they spectators can come and watch, and they race down the road as fast as you can. There's a Guernsey on the right, just passing it now. Can't really see much, but anyway, I'm going to leave you watch the rest of the ride along in peace. I'll get back to you at the end, but until then, enjoy the drive along, and I'll speak again in a bit. How's everyone doing? Is anyone still awake? The nighttime drive. So we're getting there, and we have just the Rockmount pub on the right, and there's still people outside having a chat and a drink. Of course, Cobo Bay on the right, and beautiful bay, Cobo Bay on the left. I'll leave a link on the screen now of the Cobo Bay walk along. If you want to see what the beach is like, have a look at that. Over the speed bumps, got to slow right down for these because they're quite big. They do the job. And of course, we got the lovely Cobo fish and chip shop on the right, just passing it. And I did a review on the chips there, and I'll leave that link up on the screen as well if you ever want to see what the chips are like. I've got a few other videos I'm doing of fish and chip shop reviews in Guernsey. Stay tuned for them, there's more coming. And we're heading towards Grand Rock Bay, which is lovely bay, right next to Cobo. And there's a little slipway there on the left, we can go down. So I hope you enjoyed the nighttime drive along, a bit different. Probably good for sending you to sleep, I would have thought, if you're watching this late at night. Quite relaxing. Following it round, there's a car park on the left there which you can go in and park at Grand Rock, and there's Cobo Butchers on the right, just that building there, which is great. So I got my Christmas turkey. So quite a nice drive along. We've been one of the longer videos today, but I hope you sort of got a feel for what it's like in the evening. And of course we're heading towards Port Swaff Bay, which is another lovely bay. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching the nighttime drive along if you've made it this far. And as usual, click the screen to watch another video, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time. Take care.